Hello there. Great to have you here with me today. I look forward to sharing with you in this live stream a conversation about the fear of creating goals and having goals in your life. So, if you haven't met me or been here with me before, I am Bellany Deshawn, and I am the founder of Live At Choice and the primary coach in the Live At Choice system. I look forward to imparting some wisdom to you today. I am a mindset strategist and have been so now for 29 years. And our clients see empowering and incredible results in their lives. So, as you're joining me today, I want to welcome you to the live stream if it is your first time and kind of dig into this conversation. So, if you are fearful of creating goals, or sometimes people look at goals like they look at New Year's resolutions, which that is a goal. It's a goal for change. It's an opportunity to bring about some new result you're after in your life or your business as an entrepreneur. So the primary question, are you fearful of goals? And it is yes or no. And so clearly, all of us have had times in our lives where we have set a goal and not reached it. That's really not the problem. The goal setting and the achievement of your goals is not what the problem is. The problem with goal setting is mindset, not an achievement problem. So you set a goal, right? And when you set goals, the pressure's on, or it can be. So let's just assume in this conversation today, if you're fearful, then when you set a goal, then the pressure's on. And that's to make it happen and to do everything necessary to get it done. When you set a goal, all the times you haven't made it happen seems to kind of trickle in from the background. Always that kind of haunting chatter that goes on in our mindset. And sometimes it looks like, well, what makes you think you're going to do it this time? Or what if you don't make it, right? And so when we set goals, oftentimes, if there's fear there, I can guarantee you, oftentimes you are sitting at the edge of quitting at any moment. And it will always have you stop if you feel like in some way you might fail. So, look, my clients have come to me over and over with this issue of being able or not being able to set goals or avoiding them. And so I get it. I understand. I tried to bypass them myself for years and years, but it was because I didn't understand what this whole thing is really all about. And a way to frame it in my mindset, which is what I'm offering you today, is how to frame it in your mindset in such a way that it becomes possibility and achievement, not fear that you want to achieve and difficulty in trying to get there. One of my clients used to really fight me on this whole thing about goals. She was just like, no way. I don't set goals. And it would be an abrupt shutdown. I do not set goals. We have to figure out another way, but I don't set goals. And as she learned this process, and just one line actually of the process that I'm going to share with you in today's video, just flipped it around for her and made an enormous shift. She began to set goals, see the possibility. And once the goals were set, she started achieving them and has done so for over a year now. So I'm just telling you that stay with this video now and let's go through what I'm going to cover for you today in the area of setting goals. So, I'm going to talk to you now about these three things. One, why you don't get goals set and why it is you don't like to do it. Then I'm going to share with you how goals get in the way of your success By the way you frame it in your mindset now, goals actually can get in the way of your success. And then we're going to cover the real opportunities of your goals and new insights about actually achieving them. So let's get going here on the first one. So, why do you not like to set goals? Well, obviously, it's hanging over your head. Once you say, "Okay, I'm going to reach this financial goal in my business," or "I'm going to make this many calls today. It's my daily goal." Because you're making daily goals, minute to minute, and then there's goals in the evenings. Your task list is a set of goals, you guys. So just imagine that if you're setting out tasks to do, and it's kind of some all attached to the goals that you have said you're going to reach, and you've got a problem in your mindset about it, it's going to get in the way. So you don't like it because it hangs over your head, and your fear of falling short. And the biggest fear of all is being a disappointment to yourself or to others. So, given that those are the things that are mindset issues that are all nice and neatly wrapped up around this thing called setting goals, imagine that's why you're fearful of setting goals. So, secondly, how do goals get in the way of your success? They do. They very much can get in the way of your success if you're dealing with the real problem of goal setting, which is mindset, not achievement. So, here's some really important facts I want to tell you. I want you to break down the understanding you have about your goals. So, number one, goals represent who's going to get it done and what has to be done, by when it has to be done, where you're going to get it done, what steps you're going to take, why you're doing it, and a biggie is how you're going to do it. So the goals themselves, just the goal, like I'll give you an example. Let's say I have a goal for, let's see, what's a good one? So I have a goal to increase my advanced programs by 20% in year of 2022. Okay, so now let's talk about the who, what, when, where, why, and how that I just outlined looking at that goal. So the goal has who's going to do it. I just said that. I am going to increase my advanced programs by 20% in the year 2022. So number one, the who is me. I'm the one. That's what's lingering in this thing called a goal. Who is I? What? Increase my advanced program. When? In 2022. Where? Now, and how in the time that I'm doing it is I'm going to do it in 2022. And where is it is in my advanced program. So it is the where it's getting done is in my advanced program. How I'm going to do it, I have to have a whole list of all the steps I'm going to take to get it done. And why I'm going to do it could be financial, could be my intention to serve others and help them improve their businesses and their lives. So, who, what, when, where, why, and how is all wrapped up in the success of these goals. That's perfect, actually. It's not a problem. It's not part of the problem. It's part of the actual structure of what a goal is. However, here's where the problem comes in. The problem comes in is because that is a lot of criteria. It is a lot of criteria. And so when you're setting a goal with all that criteria, the moment, now get this is a big tip. The moment any one of those pieces start to slip. So, like for instance, if you break it down, which we always have to do in a goal, if you break it down and you say, okay, so in order to do this in 2022, I need to do so many phone calls. I need to meet so many people. I need to present to these people, offer them. They have to purchase, and I need to do that by some. I mean, all the detail, you guys. This is all the parts of goal setting. But the focus gets on, is it happening fast enough? This is where the mindset starts shifting in. The chatter starts. It says, oh my gosh, you're already in the third quarter of the year and you don't have it done yet. You don't even have half of it done yet. And so what we begin to do is the fear builds up and we start breaking down that goal, and then we start leaving the goal and we desert it. Imagine how many goals you have deserted or altered and changed because you weren't making it, and therefore diluting the results that you were actually after. So it's not the goal setting that's the problem, it's the mindset about all the pieces of who, what, when, where, why, and how it all has to happen. So part of that problem is we then shut down. We get so focused on that detail of it that we begin to have a tunnel vision, and we begin to shut down the opportunities, right, that are passing us up because we think we've got to do it and it has to be done by that time. And if anything comes in that might deviate from all of these goal pieces, all of these pieces we've broken down, we will abort the goal altogether, or we will completely miss it. It'll pass us up. And, we live in an enormous opportunity world of things that can come in to help deliver on goals, and we will never see it because we're so focused. And that whole focus is mindset driven. Mindset driven. So, what's the real opportunity here in this conversation for you today? So, the real opportunity is for you to shift your mindset right now in the conversations of goal setting from stuff you have to get done to merely being a direction for you to head into. Bringing all of that who, what, when, where, why, and how detail must be, stay on course, can't deviate mindset completely out of the way, and look at the goals that you put into play as being the direction you're heading in, and then setting that aside. And here's the real bonus of this conversation today. Create for yourself a vision of the results you will have when you meet the goal. So in the goal sample I just gave you, I want you to imagine envisioning this result. So in mine, that I would just use as an example, creating that one for you in my business. So I imagine not how to do all of that. I imagine the results that I'm after. And the results is to be able to bring all of this incredible joy into people's lives. That's right. Bringing an incredible joy into people's lives. And as you do that, your focus is on the results and the alignment with the results occurring, rather than being wound up in this predetermined mechanism of how and when you have to do it. And when those start slipping, you actually trash it. And now the opportunity is to let go of who, what, when, where, why, and how. Even though the details are there, do the goal, set it aside, see it as a direction, and begin to focus and visualize on the results you're going to produce in your business and in your life by that stuff coming into play in your life by reaching those goals. But they're merely a direction so that you can stay wide open to all the opportunities that are going to come your way that you would have never seen. Very powerful stuff. It changes the problem and creates the solution. The problem was, right? The problem was the fear of setting goals and focusing on how to do it. And the resolve and the solution is to see it in a new light called this is just a direction. And what I'm materializing is the results that I choose to see, the empowerment and the growth in my clients' lives through reaching these goals. So, I have this incredible document called the 12 Rules for Mastering Your Mindset. And, one of those goals is this whole thing about form, who, what, when, or one of the rules, pardon me, one of the rules is all about mastering this whole mindset of letting go of form, which is who, what, when, where, why, and how a goal has to be created in your life. So, yes, goals are important. I'm not arguing that. Change the mindset. That's the issue. See it as a direction. And so, in one of the 12 rules for mastering your mindset is this rule on letting go of form. And I'd love to give that document to you. It's a beautiful document that has 12 incredible, incredible rules, just like this one called Letting Go of the Form, that will help you reach those goals in a way that you're empowered and you deliver on that desired result. So if you'd like to have that document today, I'd love to give it to you. So in the chat, if you'll just drop the word mindset, 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 doesn't matter how you type it, just put it in there, drop it in, and we'll get that document of the 12 rules for the 12 rules to master your mindset will be sent right to you. Listen, if this was of value to you today, please just go up to the red box here and click it so that you can get reminders of my next video coming up. And like it, share it, and we would love to bring a greater impact to you with more tips through the Live At Choice live stream. Thank you for joining me today. And don't forget, type mindset in, drop it right here into the chat, and get that free document ebook on the 12 rules to master your mindset. Until I see you again, have a great one, and I look forward to us being together. Bye now.